This will be the University of Nebraska Kearney's final year in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference, and the Lopers are poised to have one of their best seasons ever. Leading the team is Wristen, a running back, unanimously picked by coaches to the preseason all-conference team. He needs just over 1,500 yards to become Kearney's all-time leading rusher. 5 Lopers were selected to the preseason all-conference team. They also signed 5 players who played at the University of Nebraska Omaha. The Mavericks had dropped their program this year. Jake Spitzelberger returns for his 4th year as starting quarterback. There's plenty of reason for optimism in Kearney.
Jake Spitzelberger, this will be his 4th year running our offense. We feel like he's as good a quarterback as there is in Division II football, actually. So we're excited about that. He brings a wealth of knowledge about our offense, a wealth of leadership. He's a team captain 3rd year in a row, so we're excited to have him back.
While the Lopers are the pick to win the conference, there were 4 teams that received first place votes in the preseason coaches poll, starting with Colorado Mines. The Ore Diggers were the co-champions of the RMAC last year and returned some of the top offensive weapons in the league. Last season was one of the best in the 120-plus year history of Colorado Mines football, co-conference champions, and their 2nd ever trip to the NCAA playoffs.
Well, every year the goal is to win a conference championship, but we've got some holes to fill on both sides of the ball, and you got to kind of start from square one, and can't be overconfident just because we won it last year doesn't mean it's going to happen this year.
Coach Bob Stitt has to replace several all-conference players, including Mark Scheichel, who's now with the Jacksonville Jaguars, and nose tackle Blaine Sumner.
I expect the younger guys to play even better than Blaine and Scheichel and them did, to be honest. I think the young guys have learned a lot from them, and I think we're coming together great as a team.
Number 53, Josh Ruff, also returns to a veteran linebacking core that also includes preseason all-conference pick Alex Vigil, number 44.
As a senior, you just kind of got to go out there and you expect to be dominant your senior year, and you expect to be a leader on the defense.
On offense, Harlan Hill candidate Clay Garcia is back, along with 2 preseason all-conference receivers and 4 of 5 starting offensive linemen.
This year we have more experience than we've had in prior years. We had a lot of young guys play last year for us, and this will be their 2nd year, so it'll be good for our offensive line as a whole.
Also picked number 2 is CSU Pueblo. In their 4th year back as a program, expectations are sky high for the Thunderwolves.
We want to be able to go compete, and I think we got a chance to winning 9 games last year and being 20-12 in 3 years. Is, I think we're on the right track, but I don't think we feel like we're fully completed unless we go win a national championship.
The road to a title begins at West Texas A&M, a perennial power in NCAA Division II. A win would put the T-Wolves on the national map.
When you play football, that's the thing. You want to win a championship, and to us as seniors, I'm saying you want to lead with that ring.
Defensive end Josh Mack returns after missing 2010. CSU Pueblo has 7 preseason all-conference picks, led by linebacker Lee Meisner, the RMAC preseason Defensive Player of the Year.
Just as our team, I don't care either way. It's just an award, and they come and go.
Pick number 4 is Chadron State. Bill O'Boyle returns plenty of starters, 8 on defense and 9 on offense. Senior Tim Hiett is preseason all-conference. He anchors the offensive line.
We've worked hard all summer and been running and lifting all summer and training in the offseason. We had a good spring, and I think we're pretty excited for this fall.
It's going to come back to a screen situation.
Adams State coach Marty Heaton is entering his 4th season leading the Grizzlies.
We do feel like we're much better off than when I got there 4 years ago, and in the 4 years, you hope to kind of be at a point where you can go out there and compete, each game.
Senior linebacker Rocco DeLorenzo leads a defense that had 3 players selected to the preseason All-RMAC team.
Our goal as a team is to win an RMAC championship, and that's pretty much probably everyone's goal here, but it comes down to playing as a team, preparing each week.
And the Grizzlies feel like they have the talent to compete with anybody.
We just got to come in to camp with a vengeance, We just got to come in and take off like lightning. So starting with Dixie, put them under the table and just keep going on. That's my goals. I plan on winning every single game.
Goals, number 1, win every game. Don't leave any doubt. Only way we're going to get respect is if we win.
Number 6 is Colorado Mesa University, formerly Mesa State College.
I think they did a great job with it, though, because they wanted to get our geographic location which they got with Colorado, and then you know, it was big for our alumni and all the people there, keeping the term Mesa in, and then going to university status, I think, is a real plus for us.
The name is new and the Mavericks are hoping for a fresh start. Last year's 3-7 record is not acceptable in Grand Junction.
We all have extremely high expectations right now. The guys, we all have a lot of drive and desire right now.
Western New Mexico checks in at number 7. The Mustangs are led by second-year head coach Adam Clark.
We're in a big, stage of still trying to change things, and we're bringing in, a big freshman recruiting class and bringing in some transfers, not a ton, but some, and so it's still definitely a work in progress.
Fort Lewis checks in at number 8. Coach Cesar Rivas-Sandoval is also in his second year as head coach.
The expectations are extremely high, so regardless of what anybody on the outside has for us, we have our own expectations for us, and it's extremely high. If the kids have the expectation that they want to win championships, that they have those goals, and it's great.
Junior quarterback Tim Jenkins returns. Last year, he was second team all-conference.
My expectations are through the roof compared to what they were when I got there as a freshman. The expectation is just to win and find a way to win and find a way to be a potent offense on our side of the ball and just continue executing.
Just the atmosphere has changed altogether. With a year under our belt again, just as far as growth and progress, I mean, we've made leaps and bounds.
Next up is Western State. They are number 9. The Mountaineers made a coaching change in the offseason. Jazz Bains is the new head man.
We were just taking steps this spring, going back to basics, a lot of fundamentals and techniques, and just becoming better football players more than anything. We worried about ourselves and not who we play next fall.
Junior running back Germaine Daniels returns. He was 6th in the RMAC in rushing last year.
We've been a dominant program for so long, and to go back to what we were last year was not acceptable. So the new voice with Coach Bains is definitely, I feel, what we needed.
It is a complete rebuilding process, like you said, and the goal is wins. We're not focused on a record necessarily. Our focus is right now on Angelo State. That's game 1, and whatever happens there happens, and we're going to take one game at a time.
The team picked to finish 10th in the league this year is the New Mexico Highlands Cowboys. As we mentioned, they have a new head coach in Eric Young, and they return one of the top receivers in the league. Kayvon Williams is back. He caught 62 passes for 764 yards last year. Both of those marks are third best in the RMAC among returning players. Williams also was the league leader in all-purpose yardage, averaging more than 175 per game. The junior from Houston, Texas, is hoping his numbers in 2011 will be even better.
I feel that this year we're working really hard this year to try to be a better team, and everybody's trying to pull together to be a better team for Highlands University.